Historic moves in the precious metals markets. We're going to look at all the reasons why today we can look forward to even more good times ahead. A silver squeeze. I'll explain that in a second, but we have mainstream media, mainstream analysts now talking about a silver squeeze. Also, on top of that, we've got a $330 silver price target from one of the top analysts out there. And we've got some funny things to look at. Guys, there's so much going on. Let's get through this step by step. But the important thing for us to remember are the reasons why we can remain even more optimistic about the price of gold. And in particular, in the short term here, silver, as we move into the coming weeks, quarters, and months. Hey, thank you for being here. That's the most important part. We are a community. We love precious metals. This is nothing without you. Yes, it's important you're here. Otherwise, it's just a cold, lonely basement. I love having you here. Please subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. I hope you make some friends. Go into the comment section. Talk to other people. Share your ideas. That's what it's all about. Okay, we got the miracle of this technology that we can all come together and truly celebrate what is happening right now in the precious metals markets. Let's go take a look at the charts and get an update on what's going on. And then we're going to dive right in some info from the LBMA, the electronic markets, and then talk about the silver squeeze. But take a look at this, guys. Let's do a quick update. Make sure we got you on the right screen, which we do. And wow, this is unbelievable. For the futures market, silver price, $45. Excuse me, I can barely say this. $45.95. All right. The key that we want to keep looking at with this is very simple. There's a 1-year chart that we're looking at right now. What we have had starting, let's go back to January and look at this trend is a nice, steady. Do you see that? I mean, that has been a nice steady. That has not been a spike up, which could result in a spike down. This has been a squeeze. That's why on the thumbnail for this video, I didn't say silver squeeze. I said a silver squeeze, right? Along with consolidations, with support built. There's a massive difference between what you're looking at right now in a situation where there's a big spike up. This time is different than when the Hunt brothers took over silver back in 1980. This time is different than the 2011 high that we had in the silver market. This time is way, way different, guys, in many, many ways. The world is different. We've got a lot to look forward to as we move out. Now, also a big key. Wow, so much to go. We are going to talk about the LBMA. We are going to talk about Bloomberg, talking about silver squeeze. And we are going to talk about what else? $330 silver. But we've got a big date coming up, September 30th, which will be Tuesday of next week, will mark the end of the third quarter. On a quarterly basis, unless they magically slam the silver price down, we will have officially broken out of that long-term cup and handle pattern on a quarterly close basis. And again, we're going to look at a chart later from one of the top analysts who's calling for $330 silver. Let's go look at the LBMA and what's going on there on the electronic exchanges. And here we go. This came from the PM Bug. He said, London, the LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association, those wonderful people in London, England, who've been manipulating the price of gold and silver for decades and decades, their spot price is getting jacked this morning. This was yesterday. It's getting nutty, guys. Wait till you see the next chart I'm going to show you. Up to $45 and almost completely eviscerating the long-standing China Shanghai Gold Exchange premium. We said that when that happens, right? We talked about this. The price of silver in China, the physical price had long-standingly been sometimes 10, 15% higher than in London and on the COMEX. That's going away, guys. That's also showing us that the Chinese and in the East are taking over the pricing for silver. Anyway, analysts like TD Securities, Mr. Ghali, are now talking publicly, and we're going to show a video clip of him later, about the LBMA only having sufficient free float for a few months. And what he means by that is this right here, this next chart, which I first saw on Chris Marcus, Arcadia Economics, but this chart comes to us from goldchartsrs.com. This is the LBMA London silver holdings. I'm going to draw on here for you, okay? The gray section are the amount of ounces held by ETFs and other like silver that's already owned by somebody else, already accounted for. This green section right here, see how huge it was back in 2018, 2020 even, still stayed pretty big. That's the other holdings. That represents the free float, the amount that's able to be used for trading, delivery, that type of thing. Do you see something? It might be hard for you to see, but over here on the right, when we get to 2025 through today, right, that amount is only now this big. Okay, that shows that the our good friends at the LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association, they're running out of silver. That's why we have Mr. Golly from TD Securities talking about this being the squeeze. And I say that again with the emphasized E because we want a stretched out squeeze, which is exactly what we're getting. That's why he's talking about a squeeze. Guys, it is getting absolutely crazy. Let's go to this one about the shorts. What about the silver shorts? Are they getting nervous? And then we've got something really fun to look at. And then we're going to talk about $330 silver. And we're going to look at what Bloomberg and Golly are saying. But let's look at this. This came from Hunza Cherny. Okay. This is great. The war on silver is intensifying. Short positions in the SLV ETF just exploded, up 67%. GLD shorts jumped almost 70%. This is a massive paper firepower aimed at keeping the metals down, but they aren't succeeding. But this illustration is this is what we're living in right now, guys, right? The part above the surface is the calm you see. It's an illusion. Below the surface, when it comes to silver and gold, we have true demand, physical scarcity, okay, industrial usage, and stackers. He says silver's real strength lies beneath. Uh-oh. Did I forget? Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. I screwed up. I forgot to share the screen. I apologize. That's what I just talked about. Welcome to live streaming. Sometimes that happens. Did I share the last screen? Oh, boy. I really screwed up. There's the last screen in case you didn't see it. Those are the free, that's the silver that's available. And there's what I just talked about, right? Above the surface, that's what's going on. Below the surface, there is much more going on. I really apologize. I hope you understand. I'm a one-man band down here in the basement, doing the best I can to produce these shows, edit, do all this crazy stuff. So thank you for your understanding. And let's watch. Now, I will share this screen. This is from our friend, the Dude, who often shows us that pretty much every day anymore, that the paper markets, the COMEX and the LBMA are trading 30, 40, 50% of the entire year's mining output of silver. But he had a funny one today, and I am going to share that with you right now. He put this post out. All silver stackers, is this you? I want you to look for yourself in this video. All silver stackers celebrating the death of the silver shorts. Hold on here. Let me get this full screen for your viewing pleasure. And here we go. I asked, do you see yourself in this video? Woohoo! I think I'll be the guy in the pink shirt. Which one are you? All right, baby, right? We are having some fun. Okay. But when even the mainstream media, when even Bloomberg is airing interviews with top analysts from top financial firms talking about the silver squeeze, right? This long drawn out squeeze. We need to pay attention. Well, how high can this go? After we watch this, we're going to talk about the $330 prediction that came from Francis Hunt. But first, let's take a look at this information. This I first saw on the Silver Academy. Silver's jaw-dropping acceleration. Why? and I'll share the right screen. Make sure I got you on. Boy, I am off the tracks this morning. There we go. Silver's jaw-dropping acceleration. Why $100 is no longer just a dream, but a fact. And this is a guy named Daniel Golly from TD Securities. Let's listen to what he says and see if he actually does say the squeeze that you can invest in. This is fascinating.
Any thoughts on silver? We know it's an industrial metal, yada, yada, but a much smaller market than gold. Is it likely to outpace its big brother, do you think?
Yeah, we think this is the end game of what we envision for silver. If you recall, Andy, we've spoken about this quite a few times. This is what we saw as the silver squeeze you can buy into, which is really...
Whoa. Let's listen to that one little part one more time. The silver squeeze you can buy into.
If you recall, Andy, we've spoken about this quite a few times. This is what we saw as the silver squeeze you can buy into, which is really premised by a drain in London vaults, free-floating inventories of silver.
Okay, that's what we just looked at earlier, right? A drain in the London vaults, free-floating silver. This is all coming together for us.
We think that drain has now reached a level that is critically low, meaning that at the average pace of ETF inflows over the course of historical cutting cycles, there are probably less than 4 months remaining until the LBMA's entire free-floating inventory stockpile is depleted.
Wait a minute. 4 months until the entire LBMA free-floating inventory is depleted. And I'm going to show you something very interesting. I think this will drive the point home once we finish the final 20 seconds here.
That means that the risk of gaps in prices is more elevated, liquidity is critically constrained, and every further drain from current levels should be supportive for prices and at a convex fashion, meaning faster and faster fashion.
Daniel.
Okay, guys, that's Daniel Golly. He was on Bloomberg News Network. He's with TD Securities. This is happening. This is big. I want to show you one more time because I just thought of this as he was talking. I think it's a critical thing for us to look at and to realize. Let me get this. Hold on here. Let me erase what I had on there before. Okay, again, this is what he's talking about. This little section, this little green section is all the silver right now that's left on the LBMA. But think about this, guys, this gray section, right? This much silver, that's the ETF holdings. Think about as people, individuals take delivery out of this green section, but wait, there's more that I just realized when listening to him. This gray section, as people buy more and more of the SLV ETF will go up, there's going to be pressure coming to the point where there's this much silver left. Hold on, actually, let's fix that. That won't be a line. There will be 0 silver left. Very, very, very interesting. Now let's talk about $330 silver. Being predicted by one of the guys that I think is a top analyst in the precious metal sector. Highly respected, okay? And we're going to look at a chart, and then we're going to listen to what he says, and it makes total sense why we could easily be heading oh my gosh, I can't quit smiling. I'll shut up, and I'll just I'll present the information to you. You do with it what you will. Here we go. And this comes first from the Jerusalem Post. Francis Hunt calls for $330 silver with some powerful metrics to substantiate his $330 per ounce call. So what we're going to look at next is a video that he did with, I think, Liberty and Finance. But Silver Ape King tweeted this chart, which we're going to look at, which again, it's the big cup and handle. Okay. And right now we are right here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. See if I can draw on there again. It's not letting me draw. Wait a minute. Hang with me here. The big cup and handle. Okay. Right now, what is going on? What was that? We're going to try one more time, then we're going to forget about it. You know, the cup and the handle. But what he's saying, and I want you to pay attention to this, is we may have a little downdraft, okay? in maybe the coming weeks. But then we head up here, which is $330 silver. Again, we're going to watch his video. But what I found interesting is, obviously, I'm going to do this quickly in a different color. We'll use green because we like green these days, right? Obviously, guys, we've got the big cup and the big handle, but do we also have, and I'll just do this in a different color even for you. We'll use like a shade of orange. But do you see this also? This cup, right, which would be our current handle, and another potential little handle, right? That, again, all of these, and the cup and handle is the most powerful, by far, chart pattern technical analysis tool. And the crazy part about it is the longer period of time that the cup and handle form over, the more reliable and powerful that it is. Oh, and our cup and handle, it started in 1980 and went through 2011 to form the cup. And from 2011 to today, they are saying it is the biggest cup and handle in the history of the world. Here's my little cup. This is Susie's cup, upstairs Susie, from the Savoy. Because we got class in this house. Imagine this cup being like the size of, I don't know, the state of Illinois or something. It's incredible. And then we got a potential for another cup and handle within the handle of the current world's biggest cup and handle. It's like, 1980? 45 years? They're saying this is going to go down in the textbooks. We are part of history right now, guys. But let's go listen to Francis and listen to him say, it's about a minute long. I've already got it loaded up, and I am sharing the right screen. This is Francis Hunt on Liberty and Finance. Let's start right here, and I'll maybe pause to give some insight.
Which runs through those highs, but it shouldn't be. If it has a pause, it shouldn't be excessive.
That's the big
and it's not guaranteed that it will. It's run off first interim target. The next target is up at $90. People will be looking very forward to that because they'll be on the doorstep of 3 digits.
Okay, $90 is the first target, right? Especially if we break through Tuesday of next week and have a quarterly close that's going to have us breaking through this handle here.
And then we're going a whole next level of up. Again, just bear in mind, having just run that first interim level target, the remaining few days of the month, we could come a little bit back.
Okay, so he says we could come a little bit back, right? Okay, remember, nothing goes straight up.
As I mentioned with gold's the king, and silver still needs to be permissioned to run by gold to a degree. It will independently run to a degree, but not too much. If gold comes off a fair amount and starts to be a little bit staid and a little bit more lackadaisical for a while on price behavior, then silver will slow. And the $50 gateway is a very important point. We talk a couple of times, we use our catchphrases with you once, twice, and then on the cup and handle part 3 times. And then we say the 4th time is the lady, the one that breaks. So we could still see the possibility that when you get into this range where you were rejected here, those wicks, you can see those.
Talking about getting to that $50 level, right? That we might have a little rejection.
The rejections that you might get a similar degree coming in the early weeks of October, maybe a bit of a rejection. I don't think it goes far. And I think then you go again, and then that's the big break. That's the one that will take you into triple digits. And we are pretty high confidence on this. It's a good setup. It's a long-term setup. It's one we've been watching for.
And what he's pointing at, let me show you right here, is I believe this level right there is the $330 level. Guys, we are living through truly historic times. The LBMA is in big trouble. The silver lease rates are skyrocketing. The EFP, the exchange for physical, the difference between the COMEX futures price and what they have on the LBMA is showing strange behavior. We know about the shorts, right, that we looked at, that data as well, the SLV shorts. Where else? We've got one of the top analysts out there from TD Securities publicly on Bloomberg speaking about a silver squeeze. And remember, we patented that, right? It's not a silver squeeze. It's a silver, say it with me. Come on, you can do it. Smile. squeeze long term. Did I forget to ask you to subscribe? Please subscribe to our channel. It helps upstairs. That's my wife. For those of you who are new, upstairs, Susie and I support the family. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Okay. And we want you to come back. We patented. Oh, cool. I'll ring the goal. Okay. Hi, everybody. All you basement dwellers, right? We've been here. We are, and don't, look, this is awesome. What is happening? Hold on a second. Let me check. Excuse me, sweetheart. What about the squeeze? Stop saying it.
In the basement.
Okay. I only get to say it one more time, but we did patent it. We have a silver squeeze. Now, Susie said that if I say it again, she's going to lock the basement door, so I won't be doing that. Where else were we? I'm going to ring the golden gong, right? We are celebrating the golden gong for all that's been accomplished today. But yeah, we got a guy on Bloomberg talking about the silver squeeze. We got proof, like real tangible proof. Look, we have to realize the silver price can go to levels that people think we're crazy. People literally thought we were crazy a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? When I would be at my neighborhood swimming pool, I live in a neighborhood that has a nice community pool. And when someone would swim up to me that I didn't really care to speak to, there was one way that I knew I could get them to go away. Start talking about silver and gold. Nobody cared, right? Is those people now are starting to care and starting to realize it's going to be like a floodgate of new people. If you're here right now, which you are, which is a big pleasure to have you with me down here in the basement, you're still early. Those of us who were here 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, we were mega early. We sat down here and talked about buying silver when it was 8. Oh, I got a super chat. Okay, thank you. We talked about getting silver, buying silver, and it was $15, $16, $18 per ounce. Anyway, the point is, the big reason why that's important is that when your neighbors, some of which we like to refer to as the sheeple, right, that just watch the news on TV and don't dive any deeper than that, and that's fine. I'm not putting them down. But when the sheeple start to wake up, there's not going to be any silver or gold left at your local coin shop, right? The little bit that was left that didn't get shipped over to China and India, right, is going to be gobbled up quickly. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy town. It really, truly will be. Now, let me get on to, I need to say thank you. Hold on. See if I can, we're having some technical issues. So bear with me here. Hopefully you guys, can you still hear me? Are you still there? Huh? Did they shut us down because silver's doing so well? Hey, Chris. Awesome. Chris. Okay, Susie says you can hear me. Thank you, Chris, for the super chat. Thank you, my friend. Super chats are always super appreciated. Never, ever expected, and never donate any money that you can't afford. But thank you, Chris. We are going to now, we're going to ring the golden gong and celebrate. Hold on a second. Susie keeps talking to me. I didn't catch that last comment, sweetheart. Oh, we got 200 thumbs up. Okay, we're going to ring the golden gong. And if I can find it, yes, I found it. Oh, we're going to ring the cowbell. Before I do that, my gosh, I want to say thank you. Look at this beauty. Channel sponsor, First Mint, right? If you want to get your hands on some silver before it's all gone, this is the Freedom Bar, a 10-ounce bar. You can check that out on their website. It's really super cool. Also, they have this, right? This is special. This is hard to pick up. I'm not joking. I got to be careful here. That's the American flag. That's the Folds of Honor bar. It's a 10-ounce bar. On the back, it says First Mint, 10-ounce, the Freedom Bar. First Mint is a silver mint located in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's owned by First Majestic Silver, Keith Neumeyer's huge, massive silver mining company. So the silver is mined in Mexico. It gets shipped to the mint in the United States in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it's transformed into these beautiful silver bullion products, world class, like the one I just showed you, the Folds of Honor 10-ounce bar. But there's something super special about the Folds of Honor 10-ounce bar. The First Mint makes donations to the Folds of Honor Foundation. They're a foundation that provides educational scholarships to children and other survivors of wounded, disabled, and deceased members of the first responder and military communities. It's really, really awesome. I'm going to bring you out to the website right now just so you can check this out. They're doing something super great at First Mint, and once I get off that page with the chart, hold on here. Here it is. All right. I'm going to take you to the main. This is firstmint.com. They are having a sale right now. Don't worry, I'm going to ring the bells. Everything's $1 over spot on all First Mint branded silver. They have free shipping on orders over $2.99. These are some of the unique products. The Buffalo Round, I love that. The Indians, my favorite. The Year of the Snake, I skipped over. They've got this beautiful Las Vegas round I've showed you guys. These are all unique to First Mint. The Year of the Dragon, and we're back there. But let me show you how you can get to check out this Folds of Honor. This is worth checking out. Go to the store tab, go down almost to the bottom to Folds of Honor, click on that. There's a video that tells you about Folds of Honor, a moving, touching video, okay? Again, this is a not-for-profit foundation giving scholarships to children and survivors of wounded and disabled members of the first responder and military communities. If you go down a little bit further, you can see they're different. They have 3 different Folds of Honor products. There's the 10-ounce round that I just showed you. Okay, they have a 10-ounce bar, and they also have a 1-ounce round. But what's really cool is this life-changing impact. Okay, there's been over $375,500 in donations raised by First Mint, which has funded 75 plus scholarships. So do yourself a favor, check out First Mint. They're great. I love all the products I've received from First Mint. They are super, super cool. Great prices, great selection. And it's, you know, a company that's ultimately headed up by Keith Neumeyer, someone who's highly respected and trusted within the precious metal sector. Also, thank you to channel sponsor First Mining Gold. They are a development stage Canadian gold mining company. So they have the gold in the ground, 2 multi-million ounce projects in Canada. Springpole in Ontario, Duparquet in Quebec. They're working through.
Coming out on Sunday.
What? It's coming out on Sunday?
The video on Sunday.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Susie. And I have a video coming out on Sunday, a great interview I did with with Dan Wilton, the CEO of First Mining Gold. The reason I said Keith is that Keith Neumeyer founded First Mining Gold back in 2015, 2016. He founded this company, and he still serves as the chairman and owns a lot of the stock. But I do have an interview with with Dan Wilton, the CEO of First Mining Gold, and the one and only Paul Morris, their director of investor relations. So you can check that out. That'll come out on Sunday. Hey guys, we are going crazy. We got 800 people. We got a lot of likes. I'm going to ring the golden gong. 3 rings, right? We're celebrating over 200 likes. That means we ring the old cowbell that came from our friend Joe. Number 1, okay. Take good care of yourselves, okay? Okay, Susie wants me to say hi to a couple people. Hello, a couple people. Let's say hi to a couple people. More than a couple people. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there's Redeemed Patriot. Hello, Redeemed Patriot. Hello, Patrol. Let's see here if I can scroll through these. Hello, Boro. Hello, Hypno Todd. Hello, Redeemed Patriot. If you want me to say hello in the comments. I'll say hello. You can be famous on the internet. Well, almost famous. You can be in the basement with me. Hello, Robert.
ODBG has been quite active on here today.
Who?
ODBG.
ODBG. Okay, we got an old school guy in the house, right? An original basement dweller. ODBG. Old Dirty Bastard Garage. I still say he's got the best handle in all of the YouTube world. 420 STNK. Old ODBG. Good to see you, buddy. Frank Williams. Keep saying hi. I'll say hi to you guys. Ken Riverdale. Tim. Duckman. Kurdistan. Hi, Ron. The Rios 7018. Hello, Rios. My name is Rio. Hello, Mount Janai. Hi, Paul Scott. Skrill. Yeah. Paul Scott. Okay. ODBG. Wee. Mick Gerardo. Mr. Gerardo. Hello, Jimmy Blue. And we are everywhere, guys. See, this is real. These are real people. Boru. Wow. Up 15 cents. Yes. Woohoo. Let's just stay alive until we get to $50 per ounce. Silver Sloth. Good to see you. Freesley. Audi R8. Magic Moon. Man, I can't get everybody that's going so fast. David Claypool, if I missed you, I apologize. You are important. Mark Guerra. Wow. Okay. Woo, Fierce Texan from Dallas, Texas. Good to see you. There's our Boru again. All right, guys, we'll be back. I should have another live stream over the hello, Corey. Yeah, we're wild. Boru. Hello, Fast Eddie. Good to see you. YouTube repost. Yes, good to see you. All right. Yeah. Don't worry. When we break 50, we're going to have a big party down here in the basement. Okay. Hello, Frank. Hello, Mr. Hops. Hello, Greer's Garden. I'll do. Come on, let's do 5 more hellos, guys. This is awesome, man. What a wonderful time to be alive. Trawler guy. Wow. Yogi Bear. All right. I was paying $5. I know. Tim, you're silver. Hello, Tim. Patrol. Hello, Patrol. Hello, the Max Grody. Hello, Thomas Hall. Let me check in. Hello. It's so exciting. Okay. All right, Susie, I'm losing my voice. Can I say goodbye to everybody now? Over.
You know what, though? You got to hit 300 likes. You have 2 more.
Oh.
Then you can go.
Oh my gosh, we're going to get 300 thumbs up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll ring the cowbell and hit the gong at the same time when Susie. Come on, guys, please give this a thumbs up. We can get to 300 likes. I think that's a record. Man, unbelievable. I don't know what I have. Maybe I can make Grandpa's clock ring for us or something. I don't know. No. Here we go. Hold on. Let's check with Susie. Did we get 300 thumbs up? I didn't hear her. Did we get 300 thumbs up? 307. All right, guys. So we're going to do 3 things. We're going to ring the gong, hit the magic bell, the silver bell, and ring the cowbell. Let's see if I can do this, okay? That's how we celebrate big days in precious metals. We're going to have more big days to come, okay? The LBMA $330 prediction by Francis Hunt, and what else on top of that all, right? Bloomberg even putting out reports that this is the squeeze we've been waiting for. Most important though, be good to yourself, be nice to yourself. All right, guys, I really appreciate you being here, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.